Hi, it's Friday evening once again, and thank you for joining me and joining me today. Do you find that the work week is so long that you just can't wait for the weekend to come? Or iniisip mo pala na papasok ka sa Monday, napapagod ka na? Or kung katulad ko kayo na nagnegosyo and then suddenly everything stopped. Hindi mo alam paano ka mag-start or hindi mo alam kung ano gagawin mo? If you're one of those people, then this Forward Friday is for you. I am Cheksai. Let's start. What is your relationship with work? Does it bring you joy? For this Forward Friday, I'm going to talk to you about the principles I live by in relation to work. The first one is the dignity of work. This one, for sure, I learned from my parents. When I was young, I would always see them working, but I never saw them as being hard at work. I always saw them as working hard to be good at what they do. I know my mom was a good teacher, and I know my dad is a good engineer. Not only because of what other people were saying about how they do their work, but because I saw how painstakingly they want to improve in whatever it is that they are doing. And we are always happy to gather around to talk about how work was that day, ano yung nangyari sa klase ng mami ko, ano yung sinabi ng mga estudyante niya, na na-realize niya, na natuto sila sa kanya, mga problema na na-solve ng daddy ko sa project niya in such a way na alam niya na hindi lahat ng tao can actually solve that. And the pride that they have of what they are doing just was work for me. In fact, bata pa ako, was my definition of work for me. No? Nung bata pa ako, I remember pag nag-make-believe ako na play, when I play make-believe, laging 2 o 3 yung trabaho ko. Parang bata pa ako, gusto ko na maging busy. It's because of that healthy relationship that I saw from my parents with regards to working. And that it was always like perfecting a craft. Being able to do something very well so that you can be proud about it. The second one that I'd like to share is the accountability for the time at work. We were always taught to do exactly what we were expected to do while at work. And if wala kang magawa o wala kang gagawin, maghanap ka ng gagawin mo. I remember when we were young, pinipilit kami ng nanay ko na matulog 2:00 ng hapon. Of course, children, we don't want to sleep. So sabi niya, sige, tayo kayo. And then she placed a basin in front of us, put all our shoes and chinelas there, nilagyan niya ng tubig, nilagyan niya ng sabon, gave us all brushes so that we can brush our shoes. This is not unusual for us. What was unusual in this memory is this. Dahil ginagawa namin yan sa labas ng bahay namin, may dumaan na kapitbahay. And courtesy, hi, hello, anong ginagawa nyo? And my mom replied, eto, nagpapahinga. Of course, that struck sa akin. That reply struck me. No? Dahil hindi naman kami nagpapahinga. In fact, in my young mind, nagtatrabaho kami. Of course, she was not sarcastic. But later on, I found out when someone verbalized sa akin kung ano yung nangyari dun sa situation na yon, na-realize ko na it was actually a moment of wisdom. So later on, I found out that rest is actually just a change in activity. Hindi ka lang masyado nag-iisip o hindi ka lang laboring over something, but there's still an activity and it's still considered as rest. I remember how we will always be encouraged to use our time very well. Again, kung merong gagawin, gawin. Kung walang gagawin, maghanap ng gagawin. Number 3 is the pleasure of doing work. I remember when I was in Singapore, people who know me knows that I have psoriasis, but usually it's on my skin. But there was a period of time when I was in Singapore that it actually became psoriatic arthritis, where my bones, mga ligaments niya, parang arthritis, namamaga. So I had sausage fingers, that's what they call it, and namaga rin yung tuhod ko. A specific memory in that period of time was when I asked my cousin Claire to cut my nails dahil hindi ko ma-handle yung nail clipper. And it was my foretaste of not being able to do what I want to do, and at the same time, my foretaste of being at the mercy of the kindness of others. That is why then after, when I'm able to work physically on something that I want to do, just move around as fast as I can, I always stop to appreciate the fact that I'm able to do it. And as I become grateful for those times and chances and physical activity that I am able to do, nag-grow din siya into realizing na actually when I do a certain work, like when I teach in a class or when I assist a client sa travel agency, it's not just me doing work at that time. It is always an interplay of many things. My diploma, my training, my attitude, my opportunities, the clients that I have, that timing, that product, that diploma, that physical ability to be able to show up. All those interplay of things actually makes me do that work at that time for a certain purpose. And all that interplay actually allows me to be able to do work. And just appreciating that makes that moment of doing work pleasurable for me. So the first one, dignity of work. Working hard at being good at something. 2, being accountable for your time at work. Kung meron kang gagawin, gawin mo. Kung wala kang gagawin, maghanap ka ng gagawin. Number 3 is the pleasure of doing work. Appreciation of the interplay of things that allows you to do that work at a certain time. There's a bonus. The last one, the last story that I have is this. There was a time in an interview, I just got out of an interview, and well, that memory stuck sa akin because natanggap ako doon sa trabaho na yon. And nung close na kami ng boss ko, I asked her, EGI, bakit mo ba ako tinanggap? And I remember her reply was this, kasi after kita interviewin, you walked away skipping. I know it's funny to witness somebody skipping on their way out of an office, pero hindi ako nagtaka. Possible na ginawa ko yon. And I was thinking, so bakit? So maybe because she thought maybe this person is fun to work with. My last point being, the bonus point is this: be a joy to work with. Bring joy to the space where you are. Do people look forward to working with you? Do you make life easy for them because you are there? Do you make people think out of the box when they are working with you so that they can be proud of what they are doing with their lives or with the work that they are doing? If you can't make things easy for them, do they at least learn from you? Be a joy to work with so that you can find joy in being in the same space with other people as well. Because in the end, we will not remember you for all the problems that you solved, or all the Excel files that you did, or all the wonderful trainings that you've given, or how pulido your trabaho was. You will always remember how they felt working with you, how they felt about themselves because you are around, and how they felt about work because you were there. That's our Forward Friday this week. If you think that there are people who needs to listen and hear about this, please share this video, and see you again next week. Bye.